facility to us to enjoy and to be a part of and to relish the food, which was fantastic. Thank you so much. And to explore later. So I hope you'll take a tour. And then let's all spread the word about how great it is, because it really is absolutely beautiful. For those of you who I don't know, I'm Marcia Gordon, and I'm President and CEO of the Business Council of Westchester. And the Business Council is the organization in Westchester whose goal it is to help businesses grow. So we are all about business growth, and we are all about creating an environment in the business community so that we can attract and retain businesses in Westchester County. And the Green Initiative, which is an initiative that we began about 2 years ago, is very much a part of the overall agenda to create a sustainable Westchester, a place where businesses want to be, and a place on the cutting edge. And so I want to thank everybody here for being part of that, and I want to welcome you to join us not only in future efforts like this one through our Green Business Challenge, and I know Danny Blazer will talk more about that, but certainly by exploring other opportunities at the Business Council of Westchester. And Patty Elias is here, who is our membership director, and particularly by being part of our Green Aisle at an event we call our Mega Mixer. Now, the Mega Mixer, as the name suggests, is an opportunity for businesses to come together and showcase their products and services to close to 2,000 people, businesses in Westchester County. So please do, is Ebony here? Ebony White? There's Ebony. Ebony has more information about the Mega Mixer and particularly the Green Aisle. We are going to spend a little time this morning thanking people, but we're going to get started with our program very quickly. But the first person that I really want to introduce and thank is Larry Gottlieb, who is the Director of Economic Development in Westchester County, whose leadership and a great positioning and support for this Green Business Initiative is second to none. Larry.
Good morning. I guess we can cross global warming off the list of topics in discussion. I too am amazed at this facility because it shows exactly how many Girl Scout cookies you have to sell to build a conference center. I would like to take a guess. I know in my family, a lot of thin mint money went to building probably the stage, making the room. So it's very nice. I want to welcome everybody here this morning on behalf of County Executive Astorino, and want to personally thank Scott Fernquist, who works for the county. Where's Scott? Sorry, it's Scott. For his leadership in this area and continuing kind of bridging between the last administration and the new administration. A very, very important dedication to the Green Challenge and keeping that flame burning in the county. I don't think, as we know, issues about climate change and reducing your carbon footprint should not be limited to political parties and change-outs in administrations. Clearly, it's a long-term strategy, and why we're so supportive of it. I also want to thank Con Edison for their dedication to this program and helping to pick it up in such difficult economic times. It's good to know that you have a partner in your utility that sees the importance, certainly in keeping this program going, as well as Danny and Neil for their leadership in this program as well. I mean, it's just a phenomenal team, and at every opportunity I get, I am promoting this Green Business Challenge and encouraging companies that I meet with to continue to do more and do better than what they've done in the past in terms of installing green technologies, reducing their carbon footprint, and looking at the bigger picture and their impact on the world. One thing I want to talk just very briefly about is that my background before I was asked to take this position, I was a managing director at Burson Marsteller, which is the largest PR firm in the world, and we deal with a lot of very, very interesting projects globally. And one of the projects that that I was fortunate to work on were smart meter, smart grid projects across the country and around the world. And specific to the United States, a lot of rollouts of smart meter projects were disastrous. Now, for those of you that don't know, smart meter technology is really replacing your old meter with a new electronic meter, but it's really much more than that. It allows, the grid to raise its intelligence, as weird as that sounds, but to really ultimately give the power of knowledge back to the consumer as well as to the utility to make some better energy choices and better energy decisions. In a very simplistic way, if it's cheaper to do your laundry at 3 in the morning, God bless, you know that from your smart meter. It'll cost you less to do your laundry at 3 in the morning. But many of these projects have proven to be quite disastrous across the country. And so when we would get called in, usually, as Burson tended to do, which would be after the disaster has happened, not trying the planning stage. A lot of, as I used to say, post-mortems rather than birthing babies. So we would step in, and almost to the one, the failure of all these projects was about education. That there was a complete lack of education and planning leading into the project itself. And really, when you talk about the green space, the really critical piece is not the technology, it's not the dollars, it's the education on the front end. And so that's why I so strongly believe in this program, because it's about education at all levels. It's educating consumers, it's educating businesses, it's educating the people that need to be better educated because they're the ones that are making decisions. And it's better education for government officials, legislative officials, I mean, you name it, it's all about education. And so, this program is just so important, and I'm so happy to see so many people turn out on a terrible day because you, in a way, are the ones that carry out that message across the county and exactly what we need. I'm also very happy to see that the program is now drilling down into the smaller businesses, the solo entrepreneurs, the mid-sized businesses, because to really make fundamental change in the environment, the way that we conduct business, you have to drill down deeper. And the way that I look at it as, it's the same as any kind of technology rollout that you would have in business. Usually the big businesses, like for Westchester, let's say PepsiCo or MasterCard, they're the ones that are the early adopters of the technology because they have the budget to do so. So they're the first ones to get the fax machines and internet connections and cellular technology and all laser printers, I mean, you name it. And then that technology filters down to the individuals, to the small businesses and the mid-sized businesses. And when it reaches that level, that's when you have critical mass and that technology really takes off. And I believe that it's going to be the same thing for green technology and for reducing carbon footprint, even for the solo entrepreneurs. It's the bigger companies have led the way, and now they're sharing their knowledge and making the technology cheaper and moving that peg down, 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 and down. So again, on behalf of the County of Westchester, I want to thank you for continuing this challenge, because the challenge will go on, I think, way beyond all of our years, and enjoy the rest of the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. Now, I'm sure you all know why we're so excited about business development and economic development in Westchester with Larry Gottlieb's great leadership. And please do take a look at Larry's thoughts and where Westchester County is on the map. And it's at thinkingwestchester.com. Right, Larry? I also want to take this opportunity to introduce our chairman of the board, Charlie Brown. Just recognize Charlie from C.W. Brown. And Charlie's company is certainly a leader in sustainability sustainability. So talk to Charlie. There's a lot to be learned from Charlie and his wonderful new building in Armonk. And to Con Edison, we thank you, Sandy Miller and Dan Lyons. Thank you so much for your great support. We're here today because you really stepped up to the plate and took the leadership and had the vision and said this is really important for Westchester County. We thank you. And with that, it's my pleasure to introduce Esteban Vasquez from Con Ed to say a few words.